back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about cloth diapers. It's been about 5 years now since I've been cloth diapering. That's with 3 kids. And the last time that I did this video was with my first daughter, so I feel like I've had enough time to kind of figure out what works best for me, what my routine is like, and just how I've changed our routine to really fit our family. This is not to shame you if you decide you don't want to do it. It's more of just a video to help you to determine if it is something that is a good fit for your family, and just to kind of take a little bit of the edge off of the fear, I guess, or just the work that people think goes into cloth diapering. I found it to be actually really simple and just have a lot of benefits for us as a family personally. Okay, so let's just jump into what do you actually need to start cloth diapering. So first off, how many cloth diapers do you actually need? Now this really depends on how often you want to be washing your diapers and just how often you use them. Over the years, I've really found that the routine for us that works best is kind of a half and half with cloth diapering and disposables. I only cloth diaper while I'm at home. I don't use cloth diapers while we're out and about. I have tried this with my first daughter and it just did not work for us. I found it to be more of a hassle than a help in regards to like saving money and all that. We have determined that we don't use cloth diapers while we're out, and I have also adjusted our routine that we don't use cloth diapers at night. I found that when your baby starts sleeping through the night longer, they just don't hold as much pee as a disposable would. I think the disposables help them to sleep longer at night. Again, I know people have done cloth diapers at night. I did use cloth diapers with our first daughter and she didn't sleep through the night for a year. Now I won't contribute it just to using cloth diapers, but with my other 2, it was just more of a hassle than a help. So I decided to just use disposables at night and it just really simplified it for us. I wash my diapers about every 2 to 3 days. So I keep about 30 covers, which look something like this. There's lots of different kinds. And then I keep about 30-ish cloth inserts. And these are the kinds that I have. They kind of all look like this. So again, I have about 30 of each, and we also utilize cloth wipes, and I'll get into that a little bit more. I probably have about 40 cloth wipes. So some other things that you might consider getting, you could basically just have those things to start. Some other things that I've found just to make the routine a little bit easier is to have a wet bag. So I have 2 of these. They're kind of long-sized wet bags. They have an elastic band. I keep 2 of these. I keep one as an extra and then one that I'm currently holding our diapers in. So the other one is actually outside right now. It has dirty diapers in it. And then as soon as I take that one into our laundry machine to wash it, I will start putting the other ones in this. So I kind of just rotate them. And I have had to replace these already. The elastic tends to wear out on these pretty quickly for me, so I have bought them twice. I think they only cost about $15 for 2 of them though. Not very big investment for that. And then some other things that could be helpful for you is having some sort of diaper pail. I think most people use a diaper pail, so you can easily put one of these wet bags inside of that. We've also just used a basic trash can. I think this works great as well. You just want to make sure that the lid closes and you have it in an area where maybe it has some sort of ventilation for you. This time around, it's just been so much easier for us to just leave our trash can outside or our bag in general. I actually just have my bag hanging outside, and we have a trash can outside that we use for like disposable diapers, but it's so close that I just kind of throw it out there, and that kind of mitigates the smell that comes from it. And then the last thing that's really helpful is having some sort of like drying rack or clothing line to hang your diapers to dry on. Now you definitely can use a dryer. However, the more you dry your diapers in the dryer, there's a potential to wear out the elastic on some of these. You'll see that your diapers have this little elastic band on the side, and the more that you dry these on hot heat, it's gonna really break down that elastic and they're not gonna last quite as long. So I prefer to hang these on the line for many reasons. I mean, the sun is great just for like bleaching if you have any stains, for sanitizing. They smell a lot nicer. So I like to hang mine on the line if possible. However, I have dried them in the dryer many times before as well. Okay, so let's now get into the cost. How much does it cost to start cloth diapering? I would say that my all-in investment on all of these diapers is probably about anywhere from $50 to $75. Now, you definitely can get a lot more expensive than that. People have talked, when I first started wanting to cloth diaper, people said that, you know, you have probably about a couple $100 investment in this to start out, and that seemed pretty high for me. So I just kind of started doing some research And I found that a lot of people were getting rid of cloth diapers on Facebook Marketplace. Now, I know that some people feel a little funny about doing used diapers, but most people that start cloth diapering end up not cloth diapering and then kind of are looking to sell their inventory, basically. And these diapers end up being brand new. So I have found a ton of diapers on Facebook Marketplace that were in like new condition, and it's for a fraction of the cost. I probably had 2 loads that I paid $20 for the whole thing. And then I was also gifted some for our first daughter at a baby shower. And then I had a friend also who was cloth diapering that had given me a bunch. That's how I acquired my, I'll show you guys, I have a big basket here. I just kind of keep it in a basket of all different kinds of covers. I have lots of different brands. I have Mama Koala, I have Bum Genius. Really, the type of cover doesn't make much of a difference to me. I definitely don't prefer to use the all-in-one diapers where the insert is actually attached to the diaper. I like the versatility of just being able to pull whichever cover I want. So all of my covers probably cost about $40, I would say, in total investment. Now, my inserts I have purchased myself. I bought these with my first daughter. They were about $20. I think they came in like a pack of 20 or something like this. I don't remember the brand, but that's what the logo is on them. And then I also received a bunch from a friend when she gave me her stash. So I have these ones. I had a lot more in the past, actually. And I found that I didn't like some of the other charcoal ones that you can get. These were just the ones that I preferred. I really liked how absorbent they were and the material being 100% cotton. And I found that they're not irritating at all to our babies, so I've just kind of stuck with these liners. So this cost me about $20 for this stack. And then I also purchased these cloth wipes. I remember I got these on Etsy by some woman who just kind of sewed a pack up. If I can find them again, I'll link them in the description below, but really they're just a cotton little wipe, and I'll explain to you later how I do my cloth wipes, but I prefer to use cloth wipes while I'm using cloth diapers just for the practicality of it, because if you think about it, when you use a disposable and you go to wipe, you use a disposable wipe and you tuck the wipe into your disposable diaper and you just kind of throw it all the way together. I didn't want to be using a disposable wipe with a cloth diaper than having to throw them separately, so this allows me to just wipe and also put this in with the diaper and then just throw the whole thing in the laundry. It kind of streamlines the process for me. So with this amount of diapers, I do about 2 more loads per week than I do normally. So I'm doing at least 1 load of laundry a day. With our size family, we have 5 people in our family now, and I'm doing 2 additional loads, sometimes 3 if necessary, with our added cloth diapers. And like I said, since we use disposable diapers when we go out and at nighttime, I'm still purchasing disposable diapers every few months. It's not very frequent. So I don't even know what normally people purchase diapers. I would guess every 2 weeks maybe you're purchasing diapers, or every month if you get like one of those big boxes. So I'm definitely not purchasing them that frequently. I'm using maybe 2 diapers per day. That's if we're going out at all, but mainly just at night. And then people have also stated, you know, does your water bill go up if you're doing so many more loads of laundry? And like I said, I'm only doing about 2 more extra loads of laundry per week, and it's just kind of a negligent amount of extra water that you're using to wash your diapers. Okay, let's talk about storage next. So how do we store our diapers? What's kind of our routine of where we put things? This has really changed over our 3 babies. Each baby that I've had with cloth diapers, we've been in a different house. So I think it's best just to kind of look at your situation in your household and determine what works best for you. This time around, we don't really have an area that's convenient for like changing diapers. I'm just changing our daughter mainly on our living room floor. I kind of keep everything in our living room in that area just to make it as accessible as possible. So let me just show you kind of our setup that we have. Okay, so I have this little pad here that I changed our daughter on in our living room. And then I just keep a little basket here of disposables and wipes and cream and all that. And generally I have our container that has our cloth wipes out here as well. And then I don't have the diapers in here at the moment because I'm filming for you guys over there, but I keep our diapers in this cabinet. So it kind of keeps it hidden away. You can't see it, but it makes it convenient that I can just pull it out and change her right here on the floor. And then when I'm done, I can just throw the diapers outside. If you see, there's a bag hanging right there in a trash can. That's just where I keep them. It makes it convenient to take it outside. So again, do whatever works best for you. You can see that I like to keep it kind of kept away at least so that it's not an eyesore with everything just laying around. I keep all our covers in this nice little basket, makes it look a little bit nicer, and then I kind of just lay the inserts in that cabinet and I can close the door. And regarding our cloth wipes, I told you guys I keep it in a container in the living room. So I just keep it in this wipe warmer. You definitely do not need a wipe warmer. I used to use the wipe warmer when I had my first daughter because of the solution that I use on these cloth wipes. I wasn't aware of fractionated coconut oil at the time and just used like your store-bought, you know, coconut oil that kind of hardens at cooler temperatures. The wipe warmer would actually keep that coconut oil more liquid and wouldn't clump together. Now that I've found fractionated coconut oil, you can really utilize any container that you want for your wipes, or if you want, you can actually just use a spray bottle. So every time that you go to use a wipe, you would grab your wipe and just spray your solution onto your wipe. I've just found it easier for them to be kind of ready to go in this container with the solution already on them. So for my solution, it's very simple, and I just keep some already ready to go in a big jar here. But all that's inside of this wipe solution is a little bit of Dr. Bronner's lavender. I like the lavender because lavender is very gentle on skin, but this is just Castile soap, and I probably put about 3 to 6 tablespoons in this big jar, and I even dilute this each time, so I would probably fill this up again just to kind of dilute it and use it longer. So like I said, about 3 to 6 tablespoons of this, and then you want to get yourself some fractionated coconut oil. And what fractionated coconut oil is it stays liquid. It never hardens, which makes it really nice for solutions like this because you never get any clumpy material. So again, I probably use about 6 pumps of this in this big jar. And then you just want to fill the rest of it up with water and make sure you mix it up really well. And I just kind of soak my wipes in this solution and then they're ready to go when I need them. Again, you could put this same solution in a spray bottle if you wanted to do that way as well. Now, in terms of how I actually use my diapers, most of my diapers are pocket diapers, which means they have this like pocket inside of them, and it's meant for stuffing the insert into the diaper. I actually don't like using them that way. I found that it makes it a lot more work for me when I'm going to put it in the laundry or to fold them after. So the thing that I like to do is actually just lay the insert inside of the diaper. You can see that these diapers are really buttoned up right now because my daughter is only 2 months old, so she's a little bit tinier. Usually for the first month of my babies, I just use disposables because they're too small for these size. I don't have any like newborn. You can get newborn covers or newborn cloth diapers in general to use for, you know, your brand new babies. I've just never purchased any separate ones. I've just used disposables for that first month until they're about 8 to 10 pounds. And then they can easily fit in the smallest setting on these diapers. So what I do is I just go ahead and lay the insert right on top like that and use it that way. And that way when you go to throw this in the wash, you can kind of just detach the two from each other in the bag. And then when I go to fold them, I don't have to stuff the diaper every single time. I found that it takes a lot of time if you're going to stuff diapers all the time, whereas I just kind of lay these in a pile together and stack them up. You can see here, I just have a stack, and that's how they go in the cabinet. And then I'm just putting all my diapers in a basket. It kind of reduces some work on your part for having to fold or stuff diapers. So again, adjust whichever way that you find to be the most convenient and most helpful. One of the concerns I think I hear most is with putting these directly against a baby's skin. However, this is just, it's a very similar material, and I would even think that this is more of like a polyester as opposed to a cotton. So I would rather the cotton being against the baby's skin anyway. And if you're concerned about urine sitting against the baby's skin, there's going to be urine on this collecting as well. So either way, it's going to be touching a baby's skin. And I've never had any issues with rashes or, you know, diaper rash in general. Mainly probably because of the solution that I use, because some of that coconut oil then stays there to kind of moisturize the skin. So again, that's what I've found to be the most helpful for the baby to wear, and then just disposing of it after into the laundry machine makes it easier. Hey, future me here. I was editing and I realized I forgot to show you guys one thing. I'm gonna show you how I fold my cloth wipes in a way that when you pull one out, more will come out, kind of just like your normal wipes. Okay, so when I'm done folding, they'll look like this in a pile. And then whenever I pull them out of my container, they'll kind of pull out, well, I pulled an extra out last time, but they'll kind of pull out one after another, like your standard wipes do. So how I do that is you wanna just lay your wipe down, and then you're gonna lay another wipe on top of it, about halfway across, like so. And you're gonna fold this end up to about halfway. Then you're gonna take your next one and you're gonna lay it on top of that, kind of like that. And then you're gonna take this end and fold it on top of that. And then you're gonna take another one and fold it like that, put it there, and then fold this end over. And so what that's gonna do, and then you can, you know, keep going with all the rest of yours, and you're gonna put it on top. And what that does is when you pull one out, the next one will come out as well. Yeah, just a little tip. Okay, let's briefly run through my wash routine and how I go about washing my diapers after. So once my diapers have kind of filled up in that bag, and maybe it's been 2 days since I've done any laundry, I'll just grab that bag from off our back porch, and you're just gonna dump the whole thing into your washing machine. And I like to start with a rinse cycle on the diapers. This is gonna remove any stool that's on there. Now when they're newborn and still just primarily breastfed, it's really easy because you can just throw those poopy diapers into the laundry, do a rinse cycle, and it's gonna wash most of that poop off. Now if your babies are starting to consume solids, you're gonna have a little bit more formed stool, and we like to use one of those toilet sprayers for these. I've just found this to be the most convenient in getting some of that material off. So for right now, with our daughter being 2 months old, it's really easy with breastfed stool to just throw it in the laundry machine, do that initial cold rinse on it. And then next what you're going to do is you're gonna do a really hot wash. So we just use a laundry detergent. It's actually a homemade laundry detergent. I've made a video about how I make my laundry detergent, and it's what we've used for, man, the last 7 years of our marriage now, I guess. Actually, right now is the first time that I have not used our homemade laundry detergent because we're gonna be moving soon and I didn't wanna make a big bulk amount of it. So whatever you're gonna use, we just try to use the cleanest, like no fragrances, no dyes. Those things tend to really hold in the diapers. If you tend to use like your Gain or Bounty laundry detergents. So I really try to avoid any fragrances. I think right now we have like the Arm & Hammer Clean and Clear or something like that. There's lots of different brands on the market now that you can utilize. Now sometimes you may have a buildup on your diapers of urine after some time. You might start to realize that they're just like really stinky and you can't really get the smell out. You may need to strip your diapers. And for stripping your diapers, I think there's lots of different ways that people do this. I've only done this probably about 3 times in the 5 years that we've been cloth diapering. And generally what that looks like is just adding a cup of bleach to a big tub full of like scalding hot water. You let it soak for the whole day, and then you kind of rinse them out and do a wash cycle on them. So if you find that there's some buildup on your diapers or they're not as absorbent as they once were, you may need to do a strip cycle on them, but it's definitely not something that you should have to do very often. Okay, so after you've done your initial cold rinse, then you do your extremely, as hot as your water is gonna go, hot wash with your detergent in there. And then after, like I said before, I really like to hang dry my diapers. The more sunny the day, the better. There's something amazing about the bleaching properties of sun. Now your diapers have to be wet for them to bleach. You can't put something dry outside and expect the sun to bleach it. But if the diapers are wet and you hang them out to dry, it will remove any of those leftover stains that may not have come out in the wash. When you hang dry your diapers on the line, it's really going to preserve those elastic bands on your diapers. There's multiple along the back too. So you really want to try to prevent those from wearing down quickly. Your diapers are going to last you a lot longer. Some of these diapers I even received from a mom who had used them previously with her kids, so they've really held up for a long time now. Okay, so that's really like a crash course on beginning with cloth diapers. But like I said, this is just my specific routine and what works best for us. There will be things that you kind of adjust and work with your family. So if you have any questions about cloth diapering or just starting your personal journey with cloth diapering, please leave those in the comments below and I will definitely answer those for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.
I don't know what it means, but there's a smile upon your face, and I see something shimmering in your eyes.